makes you sleepier. You got to be careful this time of year too, especially those traveling like for Christmas, Christmas stuff. You know, in bad weather, it's gray and gloomy. Thicker air make you sleepier. Left to do on my drum kit. Now if I'm lucky and I make enough to pay the drum kit off early, I might do it. I just might do something crazy like that. The chainsaw, the turkeys? Nope, just brush. I thought it was a turkey. I'm starting to get turkey mirages. Turkey and deer are bad here. But anyway, my chainsaw has already made about a quarter back of what I paid for it. So technically the little chainsaw has already paid for itself. And I mean, at this time of the year where, you know, barely work, so to speak. But I have a hunch probably by the end of the winter I'll be doing a lot of tree cleanup. Then I'll get some work with those chainsaws. I know next summer I'll have all kinds of work with the chainsaws. Good tools to have. So he still just came out with the 400.1, which is this continuing the series of the 400. They're now just going to go like .1, .2, whatever. You know, like whichever variation is, right? Apparently it has more torque but less displacement. So 62 cc's instead of 67. And it has slightly more torque, not by much, and it's slightly lighter. So I don't know how it's getting the torque though. My hunch is what it's doing is lowering the RPM to get more torque. So probably it has slightly less horsepower but more torque, so it's probably not as high revving of a saw. So I don't know. I don't mind. That 400 is like, in its category, is like a perfect saw. Not too heavy. Work with it all day. Oh, that last tree I worked on, the one that's lodged in the other tree. I had the last part to cut there, the main trunk or whatever. That's still lodged in the other tree. It finally, it did fall down. I figured the tree would shake at one point and it would just slide down, and it did. So a little bit easier in the spring when I have to tackle it. I'll be able to tackle it from the ground. That was a tricky tree cut. I kind of wanted to film it, but because when I'm on the job, I normally don't film, you know. Like I did the first cuts with the saw I did, just cause. It was a nice opportunity, but I normally won't do that to a client. When I'm at work, I'm at work. When you're at work, you don't text, you don't film, you don't TikTok, you don't do stuff like that when you're on somebody else's, you know, dime. You know what I mean? You can get good footage, sure, but you know, people aren't paying you to fuck around; they're paying you to work, right? So there's that. Anyway, almost home sweet home. Just in case. It's only been 2 snowfalls, so we're not ready for the Mount Reg there, as I call it. I'm gonna have to go up to the little thrift shop there at Bethany Hall and see if there's skates that fit my nephew. I have to kidnap him and take him up there and try out some skates, and they're like $5, $10, whatever. Ooh, gas pump's out of order again. That gas pump's always out of order. That thing's crazy. Oh, turn that off. All right.